Callum, how was the international break for you? Adam spoke about the fact that there's a lot of high intensity sessions in there, so it wasn't really a holiday.
No, it wasn't. Drifts certainly come straight in and it was really up the intensity. So I know it was a break, but so-called break, but it certainly wasn't in terms of a training aspect, and we was doing a lot of work. So yeah.
How have you found working under Adam? Obviously, he was the assistant in pre-season. What's one of the things that stood out in terms of the way he's changed things since he's taken over?
Drift's, he's a coach that emphasises being on the ball. He likes to have the ball. Drift does. He's very honest in terms of how he coaches with everyone. If there's something you need to improve on, he'll tell you. He'll make it pretty black and white, and he's there to help you in like all the details. He goes into a lot of detail in how he coaches as well. So there's a lot of new things, and it's certainly been a positive.
He's changed the shape and the formation a bit, and it looks like it's given the club a bit more control on pitch. As someone who sits in that deep line midfield role, how have you found that?
Yeah, look, obviously as a player, you always like to have the ball a bit more. Not do as, obviously everyone has to run, but when you have the ball, you seem to not do as much running. So it's obviously a lot more enjoyable. And to be honest, the last 2 games, I think we just haven't been, which is something we've also worked on in this break. We haven't been, ruthless enough in front of goals. We've had our chances. We've sort of dominated games, but we need to sort of take them chances. And I feel like when we start doing that, we'll just keep going on a roll.
Yeah, there's been the last 2 games under Griffiths. There's been a lot of half chances, but not lots of really high quality chances. It's obviously a bit difficult to create and convert those from midfield. But how do you feel that the midfield duo and the whole team can increase the the conversion rate in front of goal?
Yeah, I think scoring goals, it's something that it's always great, but it's also something that comes with a lot of confidence. Once the forwards, you look at our forwards and the talent we have, once they start firing, I feel like we'll be unstoppable, and it's just a moment of time before it happens. So as I said, like, the last 2 performances have been a lot more positive, and the whole squad in general, not just the starting team, has a lot of quality. So there's a lot of competition, and that sort of improves everything.
It's obviously not been the start of the season anyone envisioned or would have hoped for. Are the results maybe less weighing on the club and more kind of motivating the squad to to turn things around, particularly after the last couple of?
Look, the squad, the club, the staff, everyone involved, we're just so hungry for success now, and everyone wants to be winning. You probably don't see it as much outside, but inside it's frustrating for us as well. Obviously, the last 2 games has been a positive, but like I said, the thing we've worked on the last 2 weeks is sort of executing the win, and that's the most important thing. Drift, he's got a real winning mentality, and he really wants us to sort of use that in games.
As a Perth boy, this is now your 2nd or 3rd stint at the club.
Yeah.
Does it feel any different in terms of your passion for the club and the church? Has it changed over time throughout those stints?
Nah, look, I'm so privileged to play for a club that, not only it's a massive club, but also one that I support. My family support. All my friends, they come down to the game. So to sort of play for a club like that, it gives you an extra 10%, and it makes me want to. Out of every, like, I could have went to any other club, and the club here, winning here would mean so much more to me. Being here, and it's not just me. It's not just me being from Perth. It's even the lads that have come from interstate, the lads overseas. They're so hungry to win and bring success to this club. That's the main thing at the moment.
And a return to Newcastle this weekend. How are you feeling about it?
Yeah, it's exciting. There's a lot of great people in Newcastle. I enjoyed my time there. I grew as a player and as a person, and I met some friends for life. So it'd be good to see them. But obviously the main thing we go in, and the most important thing is to win. So I don't really care about any of that until maybe after the game when we get the win. So
is it time for a Cal Timmins 30-yard screamer?
Yeah, he's coming, Gareth. He's coming. I'll be running over to you as well, Gareth, if I see ya. So certainly coming.
All good.
All right, yeah.
Thanks, Callum.